Light-hearted.
Offbeat.
Stories
that are not necessarily the news.
It's Black History Month.
It is.
So, today we're going to tell you some things that you may not have known about Martin Luther King. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. Did you know that King was in prison nearly 30 times?
30?
30
Gosh,
times.
I thought it was like one or two. It's a lot.
Well, according to the King Center, the civil rights leader went to jail 29 times. He was arrested for acts of civil disobedience and on trumped-up charges, such as when he was jailed in Montgomery, Alabama in 1956 for driving 30 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Well, King, this one now, second one, King narrowly escaped an assassination attempt a decade before his death. On September 20th, 1958, King was in Harlem signing copies of his new book, Stride Toward Freedom, in Bloomstein's apartment store when he was approached by Izola Ware Curry. The woman asked if he was Martin Luther King Jr., and after he said yes, Curry said, "I've been looking for you for 5 years," and proceeded to plunge a 7-inch letter opener into his chest.
What?
That is like,
whoa.
you're like bumping into someone who, you know, liked what you did or something. But well, the tip of the blade came to rest along his aorta, and King underwent hours of delicate emergency surgery. And surgeons later told King that just one sneeze could have punctured his aorta and killed him.
Gosh, that is close.
A really, really close call there. And from his hospital bed, where he was for weeks, King issued a statement affirming his non-violent principles and saying he felt no ill will toward his mentally ill attacker.
Gosh,
I mean,
you know, people like this really have paved the way for a number of others over these years. Definitely.
And this one now, I didn't know this, King's mother was also slain by a bullet on June 30th in 1974 as the 69-year-old Alberta Williams King played the organ at Sunday service inside Ebenezer Baptist Church. Marcus Wayne Channel Jr. rose from the front pew and drew 2 pistols and began to fire shots. One of the bullets struck and killed King, who died steps from where her son had preached nonviolence. And the deranged gunman said that Christians were his enemy and that although he had received divine instructions to kill King's father, who was in the congregation, he killed King's mother instead because she was closer. I mean, like
the
brain is going... Like, what is going on?
This is a lot.
Well, the shooting also left the church deacon dead as well, and Chenault received a death penalty sentence that was later changed to life in prison, in part due to King's family's opposition to capital punishment. Imagine that.
That is definitely a lot that I've learned today.
Me too, but I got one last one for you as well.
Okay.
This one a little on the lighter side. George Washington and Abraham Lincoln are the only Americans to have their birthdays observed as national holidays. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill that created a federal holiday to honor King. The holiday, first commemorated in 1986, is celebrated on the 3rd Monday in January, close to the civil rights leader's January 15th birthday.
Well, there you have it. I mean, you've had lots of information. As Rebecca said, this is Black History Month, going from the 1st of February down to the 1st of March. And there are a lot of people to be recognized, especially this month.
So you'll be hearing a lot more of those as we go through the month. But yeah, this one about Martin Luther King, and definitely learned some stuff in there today, Crispin. And of course, these are some things that are not
necessarily the news. Brought to you by Signia Globe Financial Inc. Think outside the bank.